What if the sweetest things you do for your long-haired ragdoll are quietly making that blue-eyed little angel heavier, sadder, itchier, and less safe, while it still keeps purring beside you? This cat is a long-haired ragdoll, a large, soft-bodied indoor companion with a cream coat, seal brown points, deep blue eyes, a thick neck ruff, and a feather-like plumed tail. It looks dreamy, patient, and floppy, almost like a living pillow that never argues, but that gentle appearance is exactly why so many owners miss its discomfort for too long. A ragdoll often stays close to people even when something feels wrong, so silence can fool you, softness can fool you, and even purring can fool you. That is why harmful habits in a loving home rarely look cruel at first. They usually look cute, generous, convenient, affectionate, or beautifully well-meaning. Today, we are walking through 10 ways people accidentally spoil a long-haired ragdoll while believing they are giving it more comfort, more freedom, and more love. The truth is strange because real devotion to a cat is not about giving more of everything. It is about giving the right things in the right way. And the first mistake begins exactly where many owners think love should begin, with food, treats, and those impossible blue eyes staring up at dinner. Extra treats feel tiny, but to a calm indoor ragdoll, tiny extras repeated every day become a quiet pattern with very large consequences. This breed often begs politely, not wildly, so owners keep rewarding the gentle stare, the ankle rub, the soft meow, and the slow blink. Human scraps make it worse, because the cat learns your plate is part of its routine, not just a lucky exception. Salt, fat, seasoning, bones, garlic, onions, and rich dairy can all turn a sentimental little bite into a digestive or nutritional problem. Even when the food itself is not toxic, the habit still teaches constant negotiation around meals and turns affection into begging. Weight gain in a fluffy ragdoll hides easily under that plush coat, so owners notice late, often after movement has already become slower. A heavier body means more strain on joints, more grooming difficulty, less jumping confidence, and a cat that feels physically duller than before. Owners sometimes call that calmness maturity, when in reality, the cat may simply be carrying more body than it wants to carry. The loving fix is measured feeding, proper treats, scheduled meals, and the strength to refuse those dramatic, beautiful eyes. Your ragdoll does not need snacks to feel adored. It needs a body light enough to stretch, groom, leap, and stay comfortable for years. The second mistake is assuming a lazy-looking ragdoll does not need much play because it already seems so peaceful on the sofa. But a gentle cat is still a cat, and inside that plush body lives a hunter that needs chase, capture, curiosity, and completion. Leaving toys on the floor is not the same as interactive play, because many cats need your movement to make the game feel real. Without that daily hunt sequence, energy does not disappear. It just changes shape and leaks out in stranger places later. That is when owners start seeing midnight zoomies, hallway pacing, sudden scratching, rougher biting, or restless food obsession. Some cats do not even become chaotic. They become flat, passive, and emotionally dim, which can look deceptively calm from the outside. Interactive play protects more than muscles, because it also supports confidence, digestion, mood, sleep quality, and emotional balance. For a long-haired indoor ragdoll, 2 or 3 short sessions often work better than one long, exhausting session. Wand toys, small chases, climbing routes, puzzle moments, and a proper final catch all help the brain feel finished. When you play with your cat, instead of just watching it rest, you stop loving the image of a cat and start loving the animal itself. The third mistake feels very tender because it comes from wanting closeness, cuddles, and the comfort of holding that soft body whenever you need it. Ragdolls are famous for going limp in human arms, but then many owners mistake that floppy response for unlimited consent. But sometimes a cat goes still because it is tolerant, not because it is delighted, and those are not the same thing. Cats need choice in touch, when it starts, how long it lasts, which body parts are involved, and how they can leave. A cat that looks away, stiffens its whiskers, flicks its tail, freezes its paws, or turns its ears sideways is already answering you. Repeated forced cuddling teaches a dangerous lesson because the cat learns that human affection can arrive as pressure instead of safety. Over time, that can spill into grooming stress, carrier resistance, nail trim fear, and less spontaneous affection during truly peaceful moments. The better version of love is invitation-based touch, where the cat approaches, settles, and remains free to leave without being restrained. Lift only when necessary, support both chest and hips, and keep contact soft, brief, and readable from the cat's side too. The sweetest cuddle is not the longest one. It is the one your ragdoll chooses without needing to escape from it later. The fourth mistake is bathing a long-haired ragdoll too often because that silk-like coat makes owners crave perfect cleanliness and beautiful fluff. But a healthy indoor cat is already an expert cleaner, and most of the maintenance people want can be achieved without frequent full-body baths. Too many baths strip natural oils, dry the skin, increase dandruff, flatten the coat, and make grooming feel like a stressful event. Warm water, wet fur, restraint, loud drying, and slippery bathroom surfaces can overwhelm a cat that prefers calm predictability. Many owners say they are keeping the cat fresh when the cat actually needs better brushing, cleaner litter habits, and occasional spot cleaning only. A cat does not measure comfort by perfume, foam, or glossy after-bath fluff the way humans often do. It measures comfort by skin that does not sting, paws that do not slip, and routines that do not suddenly become frightening. In most homes, a good comb, a clean litter box, and a soft cloth solve more than a weekly bath ever will. Save bathing for true messes, medical advice, or rare necessary cleanups, not for a beauty standard borrowed from human grooming culture. Real coat care should leave your ragdoll cleaner and calmer, not cleaner for 5 minutes and stressed for the rest of the day. The fifth mistake comes in hot weather, when owners shave the coat because less fur sounds like less heat and more comfort. It sounds logical, but the coat is not just decoration. It also helps buffer temperature, protect skin, and keep the body more stable. A dramatically shaved cat may feel exposed, lose familiar insulation, and struggle with skin sensitivity it never had before. Some cats also groom awkwardly after clipping because the coat no longer feels like the body map they know. Patchy regrowth, altered texture, sun exposure, friction on furniture, and sudden temperature changes can all follow a casual summer shave. Shaving may be medically necessary for severe matting or treatment, but that is very different from treating the whole coat like a problem. In most warm homes, airflow, shade, cool resting spots, hydration, and regular de-shedding help far more than removing the coat entirely. Owners often say, "I want my cat cooler," while the cat would really prefer a cooler room and a body that still feels familiar. The coat your ragdoll wears is part of its comfort system, not a winter sweater that should be taken off on human instinct. When you protect the coat properly, your cat stays safer, more recognizable, and more secure inside its own skin. The sixth mistake is admiring that fluffy coat from a distance and skipping regular brushing because the top layer still looks beautiful. Long-haired fur can hide trouble underneath, especially in the chest, armpits, belly, behind the legs, and around the pants area. Small tangles become mats, and mats do not just look messy, they pull on skin every time the cat walks, stretches, or turns. They also trap oil, litter dust, moisture, and debris, which means a hidden coat issue can become a skin comfort issue very quickly. By the time your ragdoll flinches at touch or avoids being picked up, the coat may already be painful underneath. Quiet cats are especially dangerous here because they can endure discomfort long enough to convince you everything is fine. The answer is not aggressive brushing. It is frequent, gentle, short sessions with the right tools and patient handling. A wide-tooth comb, a soft slicker, and careful attention to friction zones prevent more pain than emergency dematting ever will. Reward after the session, not during every stroke, so the cat learns calm cooperation instead of food bargaining. Brushing a long-haired ragdoll is not vanity work. It is skin care, mobility care, hygiene care, and a deeply protective form of love. The seventh mistake is leaving dry food out all day because a constantly full bowl looks generous, easy, and reassuring. Some cats regulate themselves well, but many indoor ragdolls pair free feeding with low activity and quiet boredom. That combination slowly builds a body shape the owner no longer sees clearly because the bowl is always full and the coat is always fluffy. Dry food also does not solve hydration by itself, and cats are famously poor at drinking enough just because water exists nearby. When meals have no structure, appetite changes become harder to notice, and early illness signals become easier to miss. Free access also removes one of the best daily opportunities for routine, enrichment, and healthy food anticipation. Measured portions let you protect weight, monitor appetite, you rotate moisture-rich meals, and create a rhythm the cat can trust. More than one water source helps too, especially when bowls are clean, wide, and placed in calm areas. A full bowl is not automatically love. Sometimes it is just convenience wearing the costume of care. Love becomes more meaningful when food supports the cat's body instead of simply occupying its mouth all day. The eighth mistake is making the home smell beautiful for the cat too, with scented litter, candles, sprays, diffusers, or essential oils. Humans experience that as cozy, but a cat lives in a stronger sensory world, lower to the ground and closer to every treated surface. Fragrance can be irritating even when it is not toxic, and some oily products become dangerous when they settle onto fur and paws. Then the cat swallows the residue later during ordinary grooming, which turns air quality into an ingestion problem. Some cats respond with sneezing, blinking, litter box avoidance, hiding, or refusing to lounge in a favorite room. Owners often think the cat is being difficult, when it may simply be trying to escape a scent-heavy environment. Unscented litter, better ventilation, simple cleaners, and safer storage of chemicals usually create a much more cat-friendly home. Cats do not need rooms that smell like flowers, fruit, or luxury hotels to feel cherished. They need clean air, breathable bedding, clean paws, and a place where their nose does not have to fight your decorating choices. The plainest room in the house may actually be the kindest room for a long-haired ragdoll to rest in. The ninth mistake is giving freedom that looks romantic, like open balconies, unscreened windows, or casual outdoor wandering. To a human, fresh air looks like happiness, but to a trusting indoor ragdoll, it can also mean danger arriving faster than judgment. This breed is affectionate and people-oriented, not necessarily streetwise, and that makes environmental risk much harder to read. A bird, a sound, a dog, a sudden horn, or one startled jump can change everything in a single second. Balconies are especially deceptive because the air is calm until instinct switches on and the body launches before thought can return. Outdoor freedom also brings traffic, parasites, fights, toxins, falls, heat, cold, and simple disappearance beyond your control. None of that means your cat should never enjoy sunlight, breeze, or a view of the world. It means beauty must be filtered through safety first, with mesh screens, secure perches, enclosed balcony access, or supervised containment. A protected window seat can offer birds, leaves, shadows, weather, and neighborhood drama without risking a catastrophic mistake. The open door feels loving to humans, but the safe barrier is often the real gift to a gentle indoor cat. The 10th mistake is assuming your ragdoll is fine alone all day because food, water, litter, and toys are technically available. This breed often bonds deeply with people, and emotional emptiness can build even when physical needs appear perfectly covered. Some cats answer that loneliness with clinginess, some with over-grooming, some with passivity, and some with a flat, tired stare. The apartment may look well equipped, but if the day has no relational warmth, the cat still experiences a kind of absence. Independence in cats is real, but it is often misunderstood as emotional self-sufficiency under every routine and every schedule. Better care can mean richer play before work, calmer connection after work, puzzle feeding, window enrichment, and predictable daily rhythm. In some homes, a carefully matched companion animal may also help, but only when personalities, space, and introductions are managed wisely. What matters most is that your ragdoll is not treated like a decorative creature that can simply wait without emotional cost. A people-loving cat wants more than supplies. It wants a life that feels structured, responsive, and socially meaningful. Presence is not just being in the same room sometimes. The presence is building a daily world your cat can emotionally live inside. So these 10 mistakes all share one hidden pattern. They begin with tenderness, but they go wrong when human feelings replace feline reality. Your long-haired ragdoll does not need grand gestures, luxury scents, endless snacks, or forced affection to feel treasured. It needs informed love, lighter feeding, better play, softer handling, cleaner air, safer boundaries, steady grooming, and a home that makes sense to a cat. And when that blue-eyed cloud curls beside you tonight, remember the rarest kindness of all is not giving more, but giving what truly fits.